Wasn't quite ready for it then. Hello. How are you doing? How's things? I wanted to do a bit more of a talky version of my post yesterday about the book and how I'm staying in that flow of all in good time, my pretty, what's meant for you won't pass you by, etc, etc. This can be applied to any kind of goal. And it's one of the greatest things that you can do, not only to keep yourself sane in that moment, but just to keep yourself cool, easy, relaxed, open to whatever it might be. So I have had a lot of waiting in my life. As a freelancer, you put yourself out there all the time. You send pitches, you go and audition, you have meetings with people, you put an offer out there and you see what happens. And there is nothing worse, as in like feeling that way, but also for the person who might be interested in what it is that you're doing, to become a bit of a pest or to be a bit I'm doing a kind of a hand gesture here. I need to come up with a better word, but bothering somebody. Like, so did you get my email? Yeah, you got my email. And have you made a decision? What's happening? That kind of needy, desperate, irritating, keeps emailing but hasn't got anything to say really. And this has been an enormous shift over the last 20 years, because that's how long I've been doing this professionally. And this has also really helped me to figure out that, oh wow, thanks for coming to my therapy session, really figure out that self-worth piece in this. And I think a lot of that is the entertainment industry, but also the internet industry, and growing up in the 90s when you felt like you maybe had to be chosen. So you were defined if you had a fit partner or the job or the handbag or to be seen at a certain place. And there was also this thing of when you got those things, you would be happy. You would get the tick. It would be impressive to everybody and life would be great. However, I know from coaching for over a decade, sometimes people get the thing that they think that they want and they go, I mean, it was nice. It was nice when the email came, but I don't know. What next? Like, on to the next thing, I guess. Because what many of us now realize is that external validation is not the full picture. Somebody saying that was great, or yes, you're accepted, or yes, you got the job, is relatively fleeting in terms of the time that you actually have with yourself. We have 24 hours every single day with ourselves, and it's really about managing that time with yourself and figuring out ways that you can be okay, or we can extend that adjective to something more delightful or joyful. You can feel great, you can feel excellent, you can feel good about yourself, you can be the best version of yourself, etc., whilst striving for what it is that you want. Alongside that, I think lots of people are frightened of putting themselves out there or trying something new because there's vulnerability there. What if I get it wrong? What if I don't get it right the first time? Or like with this acting class I'm doing at the moment, what if I'm the oldest person in the class? And yes, I am. I am the eldest person. There are so many components, so many things that I feel that are like floating in the air sometimes between us and the thing that we want. And so I'm going to give you a very real example today. And you can take this example and you can use it in whatever way that you want, depending on what it is that you are building, that you are creating. So this year I wrote a children's book, and it was one of the best things I've ever done. I loved it. It didn't feel like effort. It flowed out of me. I feel like it had been stored somewhere, ready to come out at the perfect time. And the process was so enjoyable. And very early on, I realized that this is not just one book. This is a series of 3. And I was really delighted because I want to spend more time with these characters. So I've got the structure for parts 2 and 3, but I've got the completed manuscript for the first book. Also, when I was out running very soon after writing it, I saw the family. Like in real, it makes me really emotional. I saw the real life family of the characters in my book just when I was out running, and it was the most bizarre thing. They were exactly as I'd written them, and I just thought that was really cool. Anyway, I completed it at the beginning of June. I then put together my pitch letters, and these all take quite some time. I went through various drafts and checking spellings and getting it to the best possible place it can be before it goes to this next stage. And many of the literary agents, if you've never done this process before, I'm not going to make this too specific, but many of them have they have great guidelines. I love the boundaries of the book industry. It's very much like, send us this, but absolutely don't send us that. No way. That's not going to work for us. This is what we're looking for. This is the email. This is not brilliant. So I did that process, and many of them have a reading time, which is between, I would say, 6 and 12 weeks. And yesterday, on my way to do a big shop, I caught myself. I haven't heard from those literary agents yet. I've sent them my stuff. Maybe it's not very good. Maybe I'm not going to get a reply. Maybe all of that hard work that I put in is not... That's where my head went. That is where my head went. And because I am so familiar with myself these days, I had to say, whoa. Hang about. What are you saying? What are you saying? And then I almost had to justify to myself of saying, well, I don't know, I was just feeling a bit impatient because nobody's got back to me yet. And that's annoying, and that hurts my feelings a little bit. And then the other part of me is like, go on, tell me more. And that went on for some time. Coincidentally, I happened to walk past my local Waterstones shop at the same time. And I heard my higher self, I don't know how I refer to that, but a voice in my head, go in the bookshop. So I did. I wandered over to the children's section, and I heard myself say, look, see what's available. Enjoy this process. You like writing books? You like reading? Great. Here's a bookshop. Be in this moment. And so I did. I lifted a few off the page of the shelves. I looked at other authors that would be in my R section. And quite often I would be at the beginning of that R section because Raby is R-A-B. And I thought, oh, interesting, I'll be next to that person. Oh, okay, cool. And then I also looked at the amount of different books, different writers, different colours, different stories, different lengths, different topics. And I suddenly thought, shush. That's what I said to myself. Shush and look and pay attention. And what happened in that moment was I managed to turn down all of that noise. of the stuff I can't control, the kind of stuff that is whizzing around my head, like, have I done enough? Did they like that chapter? Da 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 da. And went into a state of whatever happens, I'm doing it anyway. However long it takes, I'll do it. What's meant for me won't pass me by. And that's not to say I'm meant to be a children's author. Who knows really? But I'm definitely meant to have a go. I'm definitely meant to have written that because it's fully formed. It's a thing. It's no longer, well, it is part of me, but it's out there now. It's on my computer. It's an audiobook. It's all the things. So here's what I'm going to say about your dreams, about your ideas. It's up to you to get to know yourself so you can understand how to play this game. Because ultimately that is what it is. It's a game. And some people very early on will back out of the game because it's not happening quick enough, or it's not going the way that they want it to, or they thought it would. And quite frankly, that is annoying. So they're just going to take themselves out of the game. Some people are not even going to start, or they're going to watch the other people play the game and then criticize those who are playing the game. That can happen as well. So what I want to say is, firstly, whatever it is that you're going for, have that knowing that it's this or something better. It's this or something better. As soon as you say it's this or something better, you know that you are in a good spot. Like when we were buying this house. Is this or something better? Is this or something better? And in something like house buying, or going for a job, or building something, or sending a pitch out there, or a proposal, and waiting and hoping and keeping your fingers crossed, think about what you can do in the meantime. And this is not like send more emails. This is the energetic stuff. So with this house, because it wasn't too far away from where we used to live, instead of phoning the estate agent and saying, hi, did you get my email? What are we doing? What's happening? In that panic, I used to spend quite a lot of time when I was out and about running. I would always loop past this house on the way home, like, I wonder if I'll live there one day. Oh, if I did, which bus stop would I get? Which way round? Would I come down from the top of the road or this end of the road? Oh, I wonder where I would park a car. I wonder what our neighbours would be like. Isn't it going to be great that house is closer to the bus stop? Like, I got into that playful nature. And that's what I'm inviting you to do. Maybe at this point of the year, you're thinking, why has it not happened yet? You could be in that state of frustration, feeling like you've tried everything. And the thing is, it's all coming. It's all on its way. In fact, it's probably happened. It's just finding its way to you. And for that moment where things click in. Your job, your responsibility is to just continue being in a space where you are ready for the opportunity. Many years ago, I worked as an agent. And I would experience this with clients, and when I would do talks, actors I was in a conversation with. And they would be so wrapped up in a story of it's not happening quick enough. Why am I not getting the auditions that I want? Why is this not happening? Why did that person not call me in for all of that story? And what they would end up doing is using their energy to talk about that scenario rather than saying, I'm working on this at the moment, or I can't wait to go in that direction. And so after an interaction with somebody, this is more so not our clients, but more so conversations at seminars and things like that, instead of thinking, gosh, I'd really like to work with that person, they seem like they'd be a really great team player, I would leave that moment thinking, oh wow, that person, oh yeah, I think they might be quite hard work. And I got the passion, I got the determination, I got the frustration, because believe me, I have felt all of those things as well. But I also have spent so much time working out how to manage that. Now, if you have some big goals, some big dreams, the next thing to do is to come to my workshop on Saturday. The energetics of the feeling good and the like wandering around a house that you want to buy, etc., is a really great thing. But sometimes you need some clarity. Sometimes you need a strategy. Sometimes you need to know what to do next. So there are 3 ways that you can do this with me. The first is to just purchase a ticket, come along on Saturday. It's online, so it doesn't matter where you are in the world. And there is a full replay available. The second way is you can add in a Ask Me Anything. So this is a 45-minute like, this came up in the workshop, Nicky, I'm thinking about doing this. Do you think it's this? Do you think it's that? What would you do? How do we... all of that stuff. Or you might be saying, this is the next chapter of the rest of my life. Can we work together for a month? And the answer would be yes, if there are spaces available. Let's do this for the month of July. Maybe you just need to map that time out. You know, when you go, right, I need to do this, and I need to do this properly and not dabble and go all in. And when I say go all in, I sometimes am a bit nervous about using that phrase, because when people say I'm going to go all in, it means like they're going to go and live in their car, or like not be able to feed their family, or like, that's not what I mean. When I say go all in, I mean energetically. Make a decision that you are doing this. You're doing it through the hard stuff, through the easy stuff, through the fun stuff, through the stuff that you would rather not do. So come along on Saturday, the 1st of July, 9:30, and let me know which option suits you. And there's no pressure. Like if you just want to get your ticket and go, I just want to sit on the workshop and actually I don't want to put my camera on, don't put your camera on. Stay in your jimmies, have a hot cup of tea, whatever it is that you need. But if also you want me to be that person for you that helps you get off the sofa and do the thing and like get excited, the hand rubbing is happening, then that could be really great for you as well. All right, that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching, for listening, for being here, and I'll catch you again very soon and maybe see you on Saturday. I'll leave the link down below. Lots of love.